It's big man bowling time, and y'all know how we turn up on this segment. Finna give you all I got, Cabbage Patch. Let me introduce y'all to the big fellas that made plays on Sunday. Let's go! Look at him! Somebody better block him. All you doing is saying, where did he come from? Marcus Field Jr. with the rip club. Go get the quarterback. Big men be balling. Y'all, I got some special stuff today. It's a little different version of B&B because the first one ain't about making a sack or a play. Look at my man DJ Reader, y'all. Look at him. Listen, I'm a run stopper. That's what I made my living doing. And this right here is absolutely beautiful, flawless. No, it won't show up in the stat sheet. It's just gonna show up that he beating two men. He resetting the line of scrimmage 2 yards back. Look at Derrick Henry have to stop his feet and the cavalry come home. DJ Reader, you gonna get some love from me when you play the run like that, big dog. New league, play the run. Myles Garrett, this is why they paid you $100 million. This is why I say that these guys gotta be closers. This is overtime. This is Tom Brady's most unathletic play in the history of unathleticism. Because Myles Garrett, we are blessed with the hand of God. When we touch you, you go down to the ground. Look at this ripping lean. How does a man 6'6", 275 pounds get that low to the ground, still running 25 miles an hour? Because he a B&B, that's why. My man Chris Jones, last but not least, I can put you on here every damn week. He damn near took the handoff. But he said, no, don't worry about the handoff. I want to sack the quarterback. You know why I want to sack the quarterback? Because it's a bag involved with sacking this quarterback. The bag to the tune of $1.25 million. Listen, I don't want anybody to get it twisted. The B&Bs, we big, we get tired. We do this for the money, okay? We want to win games. We want to win championships. We want to win Super Bowls. But we know our backs and our knees and our necks are going to hurt when we get done playing. That's why that $1.25 million ended up last on B&B with Chris Jones, because you got to ball, you got to sack people, but most importantly, get your money, man.
Get your money! Get your money!
That B&B be fire.
You know why?
Fire.
You see that Chris Jones play? That's why Stafford ain't playing.
Hey, put that over your head a little bit. Oh, actually, just wipe off your sweat. All right, let's get to the Packers against the Eagles from Sunday night, guys. I don't know.
You gotta look better.
You already have plenty of incentives. All right, what can Jalen Hurts do against a GOAT like Aaron Rodgers? Well, late first quarter, the Packers down 13-7, 1st and 10. Rodgers dropping back. Randall Cobb, one of his favorite targets in the end zone for the touchdown. Packers take the 14-13 lead. Next Eagles possession, Hurts escaping pressure. He just did this all night long, making big plays when it really mattered.
Green Bay played so much man coverage. They didn't pay attention to Jalen. They rushed undisciplined.
How?
And you do that against one of the better, if not the best scrambling quarterbacks in the league right now, he'll hurt you.
Hurts had 103 rushing yards in the first quarter alone. Early third quarter, Rodgers dropping back and sacked by multiple Eagles. He comes up wincing. That one hurt in the ribs. We'll get to that a little bit more in a moment. He would eventually leave and not return. To the fourth quarter, the Packers with the ball under 2 minutes left. Jordan Love is in the game, and he played pretty well. Escapes the pocket, but right here, cannot complete the pass. So the Packers end up kicking the field goal to make it 40-33. The Eagles hold on to win, and that was behind their 363 rushing yards. My goodness. Rob Demoski, our Packers reporter, tweeting this just now. Packers coach Matt LaFleur said Rodgers is feeling better today, but they'll know more in the next couple of days. He said if Rodgers is healthy enough to play Sunday, he will play. So along those lines, it's a rib injury for Aaron Rodgers that had him out of the game, and we'll see what ends up happening here, Mina, toward the end of the season, if he ends up playing. But either way, it's hard not to look also into the future for Green Bay. How hard is the balancing act right now for the Packers in these coming weeks?
It's tricky. I've thought a lot about this and gone back and forth on what the Packers should do, because I think there's a difference between what they should do and what they will do. As far as what they should do, what they need to do, what I wish they would do is have an honest conversation about their future with Aaron Rodgers. If he's not going to be on this football team next year, if they're going to trade him, and I think we all agree that is a possibility, although it would be difficult, he should not play the rest of the season. They're not going to make it to the playoffs. Obviously, he's injured. There's no reason for him to play. He can sit, wait, they can give Love some reps before he becomes a starter. Now, if Aaron Rodgers wants to stay on this team, I understand the case for letting him play because he wants to play if he's healthy, even though they're not going to make it to the playoffs. The problem, Laura, is as we've seen, summer after summer with the Packers, this conversation doesn't seem to have until late in the offseason, and that's a shame because I think more than ever, this is a moment when they all need to be honest and plan for the future.
What do you think, Swegu?
Well, I said trade him a year ago.
I know.
Okay, now I might have like went a little too fast, but I did see this particular situation coming. Look, Aaron Rodgers still playing at a high level. If the Green Bay Packers say that they're open to trade Aaron Rodgers, there will be teams. Mina just acknowledged that it will be hard, but we've seen hard done. We've seen hard done in this league a number of times since we've been on NFL Live. We've seen it, and we know how people get about quarterbacks like that, okay? They think that there are franchises, there are organizations with players, they think they're one player away, which i.e. would be Aaron Rodgers, to winning a Super Bowl, right? And we sit here in an abysmal year for the Los Angeles Rams. But you know what? The Los Angeles Rams got hardware last year, right? So they say it buys you 10 years to get one. Now, I don't know if that's the case in the NFL anymore, but one Super Bowl does mean something, and somebody will give up something to get Aaron Rodgers if they think they're that close. I think the Green Bay Packers should be all in with trading him. I thought it a year ago because of everything that has transpired. It's not just about this particular season, and it has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers' ability. We all know that he's still a top-tier quarterback. But I think for Green Bay and their future and where they see this going, because remember, he's only got 2 years after this anyway on the deal that he just recently signed. Where they want to go, I think they need to offload Aaron, get a lot of compensation for him, and start to build into the future and changing the dynamic of this franchise.
Dan, a piece of this is the team that's been around him too this year, right?
Well, I think that's what Green Bay has to decide as an organization. Do they believe that the play slipped because that Aaron can't play anymore? Like something happened from the MVP season of last year until, September of this year? Or because, the offensive line did not protect well. Bakhtiari was in and out of the lineup. Elgton Jenkins was in and out of the lineup. The receivers were young and non-dependable or undependable. And then the injuries piled up for Aaron Rodgers. That's where Green Bay, I don't think, listen, with all due respect, you don't just find dudes who can throw it like this guy walking the street.
Not at all.
And if Green Bay says we're trading Aaron Rodgers, they are openly admitting colossal failure as an organization with the way they handled the last couple of years. Well, and I haven't been around a lot of general managers that would do that.
I thought they committed colossal failure when they brought him back after the whole tumultuous offseason. Me and you fought about that. We talked about that.
So you mean to tell me trade him and go to Jordan Love?
Go to Jordan Love, and then figure out what you have and the compensation that you gonna have from Aaron Rodgers.
I'll ask you one more question.
Should put you in a situation where you can at least get ready for the future.
Do you believe that the performance by Russell Wilson this year makes other teams apprehensive of that move?
Yeah,
I know
they're not the same player.
You know I go at Aaron Rodgers, all right? But the one damn thing I will never say, that sucker elite now.
Yeah,
why would you trade him?
Yeah, well,
because it's time to move on. And
sometimes these guys need a change of scenery.
Yeah.
I hear that, but also it is Aaron Rodgers. It is hard to let go of somebody like that. Hey, let's get to tonight.
Yeah,
hey, Monday Night Football. We're going to have a lot more to talk about with Aaron Rodgers. The Colts and the Steelers. And the Colts have averaged nearly 6 more points per game since Jeff Saturday took over as their interim head coach.
Let's go, Jeff.
Reason why is their commitment to running the ball. Under Saturday, the Colts have run on nearly half of their plays. They've averaged over 66 more rushing yards per game. And Indy has as many rushing touchdowns in the last 2 games as they had all season prior to Saturday taking over. This is music to Swagu's ears. We lost Mina Kimes due to technical issues, but he is taking the Colts tonight. So, Dan, who are you taking?
I'm going to take the Colts as well. I think that they can have some success throwing the football. I know we talked about Jeff and the run game. That will be a part, but I believe that these receivers can have some success against a secondary in Pittsburgh that has not played well. Last thing I will say about this game. Kenny Pickett's played good football here in the last month. I'm actually excited to watch him play against a really good defense in Indy. He's tough as nails, but I like the way he's been playing.
I'm going to Indianapolis Colts, and I'm not going to change the formula. This is one of those games where you got a former offensive lineman as a head coach that wants to establish an identity with this football team. Jeff Saturday is going to want to run this football, and that means Jonathan Taylor having a day. I know Cam Hayward is over there. Probably don't have more respect for a D tackle than anybody else in the league when it comes to his ability to play the run. But Jonathan Taylor going to get this rock.
Okay, You know what? Because I love you guys,
Are you doing
I'm going to
it?
save everybody from the NFL Live curse. I'm picking the Steelers. Oh, we just missed. We whipped. Okay. Anyway, that may not be a good sign for my pick, but that's okay because I care more about my teammates. Either way, I actually
you
think
been
the
a team
Steelers
player.
can win.
You know
I
what
think
else
the
is
Steelers
being a
can win.
team player?
I think Najee
That
Harris is
undershirt
going to have
you
a
got
good
on.
game. What are you talking about? His